Hey everyone, Qotd here, back to another video. Now today is February 9th, 2020, which means it is the 1 year anniversary of my Fortnite Item Shop Predictions. See all the months here, document for every single month, and I've been doing this for a while, since February 9th. And in fact, in case you guys want to know, this was the first ever item shop prediction. So it was Bright Gunner, Bright Bomber, Rainbow Smash, Bright Blimp, the Bare Necessities, which hasn't been a thing in like over a year. We have Riot, Disco Diva, Rambunctious, Work It, Out, Rescue Paddle, and Storm Sigil. Ironically, Riot actually came back. Came back today, so that's kind of funny. So here, this is actually something that nobody's ever seen before, and that is the super list for the shop prediction. Now, if you remember, let's go to the recent one. Let's go to February. It shows like the number here. See, emote 5 baller, and of course, obviously that correlates with here. So in here, we have every single item, like all the stuff, all the combinations for all the skins and stuff. It is huge. So there's 192 daily skins, 139 featured slots, 102 pickaxe slots, 65 glider slots, 201 emote slots, 53 rab slots, 24 featured slots, and then of course there's some other stuff we'll go over later. So basically, what I would do, I would basically just use random.org or like an item randomizer, and basically just like plug them in, and then I take that and I take these. I would put how it would work. If I selected something, then I would do this parentheses use, and then put it on the list. So okay, then I would go back here, and then I would place it right here on the empty slot. So that's what is the case. So now you're probably wondering, there's different colors for see here, out, no, out, stuff like that. So I'll really quickly go over and explain this stuff. So no means that I didn't predict it. If there's no in red, that means I didn't predict it, but it came to the item shop. I didn't predict it, and it came to the item shop. The magenta no means that I tried to predict it. It didn't come out. I wasn't right, but it hasn't come out yet in the month. And then if it is green and said yes, that means that I put it in the predictions and I predicted it on that day. If I put close, that means I predicted it and it came to the item shop within that week frame. So after the week ends, and then if it comes out, then I put the red no. And then I see here there's out. So out means so if something comes out after the halfway point of the month, then red no, orange close, and green yes turn into light blue out, orange out, and green out. And the thing is, at the end of the month, I erase all the no's, closes, and yes, but I keep all the outs. And then when the halfway point of the month comes around again, I delete all the outs. So these outs will be deleted. That means Fate will be opened up, Gan will be opened up, Hush will be opened up, what else? Caution, Beef Boss, that stuff. They will be opened up once the halfway point of the year. Also, some other stuff is that if an item has the white background, then that means it has edit styles. And if the item has a white asterisk before its name, that means it is an unreleased item. And if it has the used thing, that means it is currently used right in today's shop prediction. And then on top of that, if it is used and cut and like magenta, that means it is it has been used before, but it's being used again because it hasn't come back yet. And of course, the number shows the number of times this has been happening, so it keeps just stacking up on each other. And then on top of that, the 6. The 6 refers to any items released on February 28th, 2019, because for the longest time, every item in that shop was like not released. And then anything with the 1 year later tag means it's not been back in over a year. So then, yeah. Yeah, and then the miscellaneous rotation. Miscellaneous rotation will contain anything that doesn't fall into the categories. Things that like featured stuff that doesn't stay in featured, like Frozen Gear bundle, like the skiing skins, the football skins, the bundles, stuff like that, and then as well as limited times like licensed stuff, and in addition to that, there's also back blings, the one pet, and then all the music tracks. So yeah, so I guess, and oh yeah, also this at the bottom. So there's some other stuff for myself that I didn't do. So here's like a guide, like all the rarities. In case you're wondering, the only color here that I have actually never used is Molten. Because Shadow, there's the Stark Splitter and Contrast Wrap. Star Wars, there was all the Star Wars stuff. There was the Frozen Gear bundle came back. Ninja came out, and the 2 other emotes. The Harley Quinn's out right now. Obviously, all the dark items aren't relating to like exclusivity. And then the only one I guess, and then Marvel actually did use back during April time. So yeah, I don't put Mythic here because there's no Mythic cosmetics. So then next up, here we have items that should be demoted, and this is just stuff for myself. I do think this stuff should be demoted, especially since Deadfall and Knockout Snakefish and Vice have not come back at all. And then here is something else I made for myself. Just think skins sets that should get matching wraps. I stopped this because, oh my gosh, it was so hard to do maintenance on this. And then here we have Korg's loadout. This is a reference, the Fortnite reference in Avengers Endgame. And of course, like what items Korg had when he was fighting Noob Master 69. So yeah. Oh, and one more thing, more stuff. If we go, oh yeah, this is like what I have here. So in the emote section, if the emote is underlined, that means it's traversal. And if the emote is italicized, like the double up, that means it's synced. So yeah. Yeah, and yeah, so there's some other stuff. So I think back in February, this number, the item shop items was, I think, number like 64, 74, something like that. And now that like just goes to M. So now it's 139. In Daily Skin, it was like about 97, so it's been increased by almost 100. Pickaxes used to be 46, now it's 112, so it over doubled. Gliders used to be 40, now it's 65, so plus 25 gliders. And then emotes used to be 114, now it is 201, which is insane. Wraps, originally back in February, wraps didn't have their own section because back then the only wraps that were sold in the item shop were Candy Cane, which was Christmas exclusive, so I didn't put on there, Golden Clouds, and the Hot and Cold wrap. And not only that, Golden Clouds, I think it hasn't been back in over a year. I think just recently turned 1 year old, maybe like yesterday it turned 1 year old. I think, I don't know. And Hot and Cold was like the only one. So back then I put the wrap stuff down here, and I did that for a while. I actually kept doing that until January, where I moved everything up to over here. Now, in addition to like different months, during Christmas and Halloween, I'd actually like extend it between the Tier Legend and the Mist rotation to have like Halloween stuff or Christmas stuff. I didn't do that for Chinese New Year or Valentine's because it was kind of like there was a lot of stuff already like bled into the normal rotation that I just didn't feel like altering. And Mist rotation because of course wraps were split up from this. It's very hard to judge this, so I'm not gonna do that. overall, though, this is just really nice design. In case you're wondering, if you look at the format now, thing you'll notice is that instead of saying, for banner skins, instead of saying, oh, Sergeant Sigil, Branded Brigader, Mark Marauder, blah, blah, I just say banner skins. And then it goes for the Arctic skins, the soccer skins, the football skins, not Deadfall, Knockout Snake and Vice. I don't do that for them, but for most those kind of skins, I group them together because they're all kind of the same thing. In the end, same color, same people. Oh, and also the pajama skins. Back when those were in the list because those were Christmas. So as you can see on the format, if you look at featured one, obviously it starts with Arctic skins, and of course obviously it shows the color of the rarity. So since all the Arctic skins are green, I put green there. And again, if it has styles, I'll put the white background. Then next here in brackets, it shows SK over 8. So that means there are 8 skins. So SK is skins, PI is pickaxe, DU is dual axe, GL is glider, WR is wrap, CO is contrail, BB is backbling, EM is emote, and I think that's all of them. Yeah, I think that's all the ones I have. So yeah, and of course, obviously, if there's the over 2, the power of 2 or whatever. I tried putting the number to the power of, but Google Docs doesn't allow that. That's why I took it out. And then of course, obviously in parentheses, there is the permafrost set. Now, the brackets part only applies to featured and miscellaneous, because miscellaneous tells you what item, where it would normally fit. So obviously music, pet, backbling, and featured. But so yeah. Now originally I was gonna show you guys all the documents, but A, it's gonna be so long. B, I still need to do the one for today. And C, I'll just link all of the I'll link all the documents in order on this place. So I will link them in order. And normally, as for websites, I usually use random.org and then fnbr.co, because fnbr.co has a randomizer button where you can randomize your skin, backbling, pickaxe, glider, contrail, and wrap. So what I do for featured skins, pickaxe, glider, and wrap, I will randomize it from that. And then for miscellaneous and emotes, I will use random.org. So that's usually how I go. Now sometimes I will pick them out myself in case, if I think something will come back. That I will do that occasionally, but usually I'm never the best with that. So with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I was gonna show you how I was gonna make one on camera, but it turns out if I close out of this tab, the video stops recording and the recording is deleted. So that kind of sucks. So anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. See you guys next time. Question day is going to be, what is your favorite month of the year? That will be the question. So I see here, I will try to close out of the tab, except just kidding. I want this recording to be saved. Thank you all so much for watching.